Twitter, one of the most toxic places on the internet. Come on, is that even really up for debate? Like, if y'all use Twitter, you should know. Cool. The Sonic community, one of the most toxic fan bases there is. I mean, come on, I love this community as much as the next guy, but it can get pretty hectic at times. So obviously the best idea is to go through both sources. The title of this video is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just gonna be basically going through Sonic Twitter, reading some tweets, giving my reactions, whether that be memes, controversial takes, or just any take in general, because what Sonic fan that has a Twitter doesn't have a take to share, am I right? How old were you when Sonic the Hedgehog came out? How old was I when Sonic the Hedgehog came out? Non-existing. But seriously, I wasn't even a fucking sperm yet around this time. Like shit. By the time I was born, two of the greatest cartoons that ever lived were airing on separate channels. Smash 64 was barely a year old, and everyone was eating up Sonic's transition into 3D with Sonic Adventure. But as we all know, you know, Sonic had a rough transition to 3D, so you know. Sonic fans, out of these four iconic moments, which one was the worst? Let's start with the Lost World cutscene first. That cutscene didn't really, I mean, Lost World's story isn't all that good, but like, I honestly forgot most of the story from it anyways, so for something to be the worst, it has to be memorable. And that scene from Lost World isn't memorable in the slightest, at least not to me. Help me, Sonic. Jeez. This is coming from someone who hasn't even played any of the adventure games. It's just like, think about this for a second, right? You're Tails, you're smart as fuck. Why not create some fucking gadgets or something to like, help you in a fight or something? Like, I don't know, like fucking create an Omnitrix or something. You can easily defend yourself, bro. Like, fuck off. I don't know what the fuck they were going on with that. Like, jeez. And then we have Elise kissing Sonic. Good. That kiss honestly makes me fucking cringe every time I fucking see it. I swear. That Elise kiss scene was pretty, like, it was pretty shit. Like, it was just like, why is it in this game? However, if I were to be real here for a sec, the same people who be criticizing this cutscene right here are the same people who be beating their meat to characters like Rouge the Bat and Vanilla. Like, come on, don't lie to me. You be beating your meat to these type of characters. And if not these characters, some anthropomorphic furry in fiction out there. Don't you lie to me. I see that nose getting longer, much like something getting longer in your pants right now. Don't you fucking lie to me. And then we have the line that I think epitomizes the meta era in general, Baldy McNose hair. Fuck. I actually like dad jokes and shit. I don't know, like I just like them because like they're ironically like bad, if that makes sense. Like, you know how you like something that's ironically bad? It's so funny. Like, yeah, that's how I feel about dad jokes. This, however, this is just bad all around. It's proper bottom of the barrel type comedy. For me to even call it comedy is just an insult to every fucking comedian out there. Ugh, yeah, Baldy McNose hair is just fucking terrible. I legit think Baldy McNose hair might actually be the worst out of all four of these. Like, just for the reasons I just said. When people say, I hope the story in Frontiers is good, may I remind you. Okay, hold up. Unleash's story is actually pretty good. So I don't know where the fuck you coming through with that. 06's story, I don't care what anyone says, 06's story is actually pretty good too. I already said my piece on Lost World's story, it's pretty forgettable and pretty bad. I think Jen's story is, I wouldn't say Jen's story is bad, it's just forgettable. The sad thing about Jen's story is that like, the story in Jen's had the potential to be good if they just did more with it. I'm pretty sure you guys know the storyline of going through time and shit, right? Putting that type of story in a Sonic game is a great idea. It's just that they didn't execute it well enough. They just half-assed it. I mean, like, imagine if they actually put in some effort in the story. They would have actually referenced Sonic's past adventures and shit through all the games that were in Gens. Sonic referencing bits and pieces of SA1, SA2, Heroes, 06. I guess technically 06 isn't canon, but you get what I mean. I would have actually loved it if, like, in Gens, Sonic even referenced Chip. Like, oh man, me and Chip used to, you know, go in this haunted house or you used to follow this dumpling dude. Aw, man, I miss Chip, dude. That would have been nice. It really does bother me that like Gens, it had a very great idea for the plot. It's just like they just half-assed it. It really does like annoy me in a way. And for that, I think Gens out of the mainline games probably has the worst story in the series just because of that. You introduce a very good plot. They didn't even reach the bare minimum with it. They just said, oh, we're just gonna have Sonic run through these zones and white space with Classic Sonic. Boom, end game. What memorable moments in Gens do you remember besides from the beginning and the end of the game? Nothing. Like, it's so forgettable. Now, in terms of if Frontier Story is actually going to be good or not, Ian Flynn is writing the story for this game, and I'm not really an active reader of the comics. I've bought a few of them. Ian's writing, from what I read, is actually pretty good. They're portrayed better, written better. The stories are actually engaging and interesting, way better than what we've gotten over the last few years. Hey, I don't know, maybe this tweet was just bait. I have no doubt that Frontier's story is actually gonna be pretty good. Unless Sega just comes in and just says, can you add some more Baldy McNose hair here and some BBBE there? And here we have a bunch of tweets of the original tweet that I just talked about, of the guy getting ratioed and shit. You love to see it. You really love to see it. Sega announces that Sonic Frontiers will be delayed for 2023, but guarantees that it will be the best Sonic game they've ever made. I can tell you Miyamoto's reaction. Stop fucking quoting me every time a game gets delayed. Miyamoto, always with the very inspirational and memorable quotes. Thank you for all you do, Miyamoto. For me, it depends on when in 2023. If it's like around this time next year, like literally the beginning of the year, like that January, March period of 2023, then yeah, I wouldn't mind waiting another year or so. But if it's like literally like holiday 2023, ooh. Man, that is a long ass wait. It's already been announced that this game has been delayed for a whole year. It was actually supposed to come out like last November or whatever, but the Sega decided, nope, no. One more year to this game, which I don't mind, really. There's no need to rush things, you know, we gotta make sure shit's perfect. But here's my thing, as funny as that Miyamoto tweet was, delaying a game doesn't automatically make it good. Even this tweet right here by Sonic Speed Collab. Cyberpunk 2077 is the perfect example for the delayed doesn't mean good part. I have to agree on that. Like, Cyberpunk was delayed for like fucking whole ass centuries, and look how that game turned out. I mean, I don't know how the game is now. They're probably still patching it or whatever. Upon release, that game was fucking flamed for being like a complete mess, and rightfully so. If Sega does like tomorrow say, hey, we're delaying Frontiers until 2023, I'm gonna be bummed out. Like, it's just good, but like, it is what it is, you know. I'm willing to wait, but I need to know for sure if I can actually trust their word, if you know this game is actually gonna turn out good. Because at the moment, if I'm being real, I don't really trust Sega or Sonic Team when it comes to the games at the moment. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you feel the same way I do. Why should I trust you guys after what you guys have done over the last few years? I mean, Forces was just a switch and bait. Trust is so hard earned, but yet it can be easily lost within one mistake. And the mistake they made with Forces was a fucking huge one and just lost my trust entirely. And probably a lot of people's trust as well. So yeah, if they do delay it to 2033 and say, oh, don't worry, this will be the best Sonic game that has ever graced our Earth. Like, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna need some proof. Like, I need to see it with these two eyes. This nigga Endgame fooled again. I'm pretty sure there's no one in this community who actually wants to see this game fail. Sega is doing too much of this and not actually showcasing how good the game might actually be. But for now, we just got to wait and see until they showcase some gameplay, maybe around South by Southwest time, E3, sometime this year. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this looking through Sonic Twitter shit. But yeah, while you guys are here, follow me on Twitter at 1cat. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.